Welcome to Industry Lessons. My name's Lindy Day, touring guitarist and guitar instructor. And in this lesson series, I'm going to show you beginner music theory. Some of my students say music theory is overwhelming. I actually hear that frequently. And it can be, especially to people who are self-taught. I think one of the biggest reasons it feels overwhelming is self-taught people tend to learn music theory out of order. For example, I had a student come to me recently who said she'd been playing guitar for about 6 months. She was looking up the circle of fifths online and it didn't make sense to her. So this prompted her to get lessons so someone could explain what the circle of fifths was. I was like, that's great, come on in. First question I asked her in lessons was, what is a key? And she couldn't describe to me what being in a key means. And if you don't know that concept, it can be very difficult to study the circle of fifths. But she's self-taught. Nobody told her there was an order to learn this stuff. Nobody even said the circle of fifths has prerequisite information. So I want to give you all of the fundamental building blocks, all of the basics, all of these first steps you'll need so you can very quickly get into level 2 music theory, like the circle of fifths. So let's dive into this. Beginner music theory. What is music theory? Okay, that's a question. Music theory describes what's happening in music. Okay, so what's the goal here? Why does music need a description anyway? I mean, if I play this, I just play that. I actually don't even need to know the name of this chord in order to play it. Music just exists. I can just play it. And yes, this hypothetical devil's advocate that I'm building is actually correct. Because there was a time where music existed and music theory did not. Music developed before music theory developed. We call it prehistoric music, and ancient societies had prehistoric music. Some of the oldest instruments ever found, one of them is actually a flute made from a bear femur. Another one, China, has a long history with stone bells. Another one is called the bull roarer. Hard to say. This was a horn used to communicate over long distances. And of course, we speculate the human voice is actually the oldest instrument, but of course, that's impossible to prove. These musical